Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from August 4th through the 6th, 2023. This is for Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. Last shuffle. Let's see. All right, so we have, okay, good. Higher self and angels of the four directions. Wow. Someone feels divinely guided, like you feel divinely guided, not like someone in your space or anything like that. This is about you. You are being divinely guided if you're questioning why you have a certain feeling about things or why you feel more compassion for a situation. This is angelic um, influence. You are, when I say you're very clear, um, you're very, you're very clear. You may be very aware that your fears are unfounded. A lot of your fears are unfounded. So if you have anything going on, you're just worried about something, there's really truly no need to worry, and it may be very clear to you this weekend. Like, gosh, I feel really foolish. I'm over here worrying about what? Yeah, you listen, you're good. You're solid, you're golden. You may be concerned, right? This looks like a Sagittarius is going, "Wait a minute, I'm too happy." There's too many good things happening. What's the catch? What's the catch? You may be thinking that something is too good to be true. With your higher self, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Emperor, Nine of Cups. Something is too good to be true. There is just no way that something is actually going the way I think it should go or the way I want it to go. You're imagining the worst. If some This also is a energy of like, although I'm not seeing people per se, someone, you know how like your kids come up to you and they're just like, "Oh, mom, you look great," or "Dad, you're so smart," and you're like, "What do you want?" I see something like that going on. Maybe not like a conversation itself, but how things are coming together. You may have your higher self, the righteous desires of your heart energy, right, is coming in, and you may be like, I just see nothing but, I hope for the best but expect the worst. Bad way of thinking, because if you hope for the best but expect the worst, you are canceling out your manifestations. You're basically just, you know, they're just sitting there. They're not going to move. They're not coming towards you, right? Because you're saying, well, I hope that this is going to happen, but I expect that it won't. And expectations and manifestations are one and the same. You have to be very careful with that. The angels of the four directions is Death and Ace of Cups. Angels want you to stop pouring into that cup of analysis paralysis, worry. So they're putting an end to this. You're gonna be happy. Your angels want you. They're presenting new opportunities for you. They're presenting a lot of unconditional love towards you. They're trying to they're trying to fight against your negative thoughts. So you may start thinking negatively, and then you could feel warmth, like love pouring in for yourself, compassion for yourself, and then you'll see things very clearly. That's not true. That can't be true, right? This is great. Very important that you call on your angels in those moments. When you start thinking negatively, it's almost like ask your angels or your spirit guides, like, is this what I'm feeling true? Because you have perfect clarity. So that may be confusing in a sense, right? I have perfect clarity, but I also am analyzing everything that's coming in. And since I have perfect clarity, is what I'm seeing exactly what it is? Because there's an energy, there's an opposition here. I see things properly, but I also am focused on all the things that could go wrong. Is that also part of my clarity? This is self introspection of seeing yourself clearly, seeing that you sabotage things by thinking the worst. You can sabotage all of your manifestations by that whole that mantra of, I hope for the best but expect the worst. I used to have know somebody who did that on a regular basis. Every time something would happen, they were so pessimistic. They weren't a Sagittarius, they were a Capricorn. But I'm talking about super pessimistic. It didn't matter how good things were. If something weird happened or something very small, minute happened, this person would be like, all of a sudden they're Eeyore, and it just used to drive me insane because I'm like, can you just focus on the good stuff? Like, can you just stay focused? And spirit, your angels are doing that to you. Stay focused, they're saying. True love with King of Wands and King of Pentacles. Now, on a mundane level, some of you may have two suitors. On a on another excuse me, on another note, with your higher self combined, this tells me that you are seeing that everyone is doing what's best for them. In essence, that's what's best for everyone else. What's best for you is what's best for everyone else. What's best for that person is what's best for everyone else. It's always best that other people, they pursue their own interests. It's always best that they're independent and they're not codependent on, I'm not happy unless this person's happy. I'm not happy unless you do that for me. I'm happy regardless. And if you do something for me, it's an added bonus. That's that true love energy. And this is also saying that you are treating others the same way. You're like, listen, I respect you. You want to do this, you need to do that. And you need to be the master of your domain. So do I. And that's what this shows here. There's a respect factor. Yeah, this is respect. Yeah, you have respect for other people's goals. And that ends up occurring that ends up occurring after a much self-introspection, realizing that your worries are unfounded, right? And then you see that almost everyone is in the same boat. You have perfect clarity about that, how people sabotage themselves. And so this is how you're presenting to others this weekend is you're treating everyone as though like they're their own entity, right? Let's see. Which is good. Some people don't. They treat everyone as an extension of themselves. I find that to be just odd. You're like me. I mean, we bleed, but are we really? We're all individuals. And I don't care what belief you have, you believe that there's a fundamental understanding that we're all wholly different, right? We could have the same interests, but we're just different, right? Both of our names could be Jennifer, and these two Jennifers are different. We could be born on the same day, but we are different in in all things. You could have the same sign and something. There's a quirk that's completely different. But the vast universe here with Ten of Swords and Page of Cups, this tells me that your plans will change. Something is coming to a close, right? And it's gone. It's over. It's done. And a lot of it has to do with you half-stepping in a lot of your things, a lot of the things you do because you expect the worst. It inevitably is going to end doing that, right? You are going to reconcile something in yourself. There's something about reconciling this feeling of like something bad's going to happen. You're sabotaging and you are betraying yourself. You're betraying your own manifestations in that instance there. And so they're saying this is inevitably going to stop anyway, but it's going to stop this weekend, or the things are being set in motion for this to stop this weekend. And a lot of it starts with you doing this self-introspection. You realize that almost everyone is suffering from the same weird thing where they're overthinking everything, and they're doing it to themselves. You find that you go counter to your manifestations or your wishes, and angels are trying to stop that as well. So the angels are giving you many opportunities, and they're also going to show you unconditional love. There's so much love pouring in that you'll feel it, but it's imperceptible. It's not something that someone may actually stop and grab your shoulders and turn to you and say your angels love you, but it's not that obtuse. It's not going to be that big. It's going to be something that you're going to be inspired to stop. And it's going to be in the form of a wish fulfillment. Something coming in that you've wanted. And you realize that Spirit loves me. Like, I am loved, I am loved. Something came in that I've been wanting, and it happened, and I got it, and it's mine. Now, you could be dealing with a Scorpio or Aries. You have every sign here except for Earth, and this is why they don't want you to be too solid. Well, you have all the signs. I take that back. Every sign is here but air. I apologize because I saw swords and I'm like, oh, every sign is here but air, which tells me that they really are screaming at you about the way that you think. You may not be saying this stuff because I'm not really seeing the words spoken. I'm seeing thinking and acting from that place. But that's where all of everything comes from. Is comes from that seed of thought, the mustard seed of thought, right? That's why even in scripture, you are being commanded to protect your thoughts, right? On a regular basis. It's a continuous thing. You got to protect your thoughts and stop overthinking things, and your angels are trying to assist you with that. So when you start having negative thoughts, call in your archangels Raphael and Uriel, or whichever angel you are comfortable with or ascribe to. Call on them. Call on them to Archangel Michael to do battle for you, to battle away the companion in your head that tells you the most negative things about your situation. And you could be dealing with you could be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. You could be a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, right? But you also could be dealing with a Pisces Aries cusp, Aries Taurus cusp, or Aries or Taurus. All the signs plus the cusp, right? Or you could be dealing with a Cancer Leo, Leo Virgo, right? You don't have to be dealing with these signs at all. However, these signs could be in your chart. Right? If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.